Hi. We're gonna make vegan ribs tonight. Let me get you enough space. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have for dinner. Oh, let me do it. All right. Mm, sorry. Had to get my microphone. Microphone check 1, 2. Who is this? All right. First, let me say tonight, today is my 32nd wedding anniversary. Yep. Got married 32 years ago. Sure did. Got married 32 years ago. Hello, PMC. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Today is my 32nd anniversary, if you didn't hear me say that. PMC, thank you. Welcome in, Isada. Who else do I see? Allison, Great Grams, welcome in. Welcome in today. I'm really going to make, I have some greens. Kelly, welcome in. Renia, me, myself, welcome in. Ronique, welcome in. All right. Have some greens that were frozen, that I froze. Made these last week. We're going to have that for dinner. So I just have them back there, you know, doing their thing. Going to use some jackfruit. Jackfruit. And it needs to be young green. And this one is in water. You gotta look a little harder to find the jackfruit in water, but it's worth it. But when you're making this dish, something like ribs, it's okay if it's not in water because the brine is just gonna make it taste, you know, pretty good. So we're shredding these up with our hands. And I see something on my screen there. What is that? I don't know. But I encourage you all to tap, tap, tap the screen. Say hello. I'm making vegan ribs today. Okay. I'm making vegan ribs. It might sound like it's going to be elaborate, but it's going to be pretty easy. I'm also going to make some sweet potatoes. I'm using Beyond Meat. You can make ribs out of seitan. I do have a recipe on my YouTube for that, but this is not that, okay? Defrost, start. Okay, you gotta choose one. Yeah, we're gonna just start it there. Okay. So we're gonna give it some time to defrost. We're gonna keep hello, Muhammad. Lisette, hello. Mr. D, hello. Don't forget to tap the screen. If you see anything exciting that I'm doing here, this is just jackfruit that I'm shredding up. It's young green jackfruit. Sometimes when we talk about jackfruit that we use for ribs or barbecue pulled pork or all these kinds of things. Thank you for the taps on the screen. We make a mistake and get the sweet yellow one, and that's not what we need. Hello. Well, thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that. We make a mistake and get the yellow one, which is sweet. And the yellow one tastes like a cross between mango and pineapple. It's pretty good, but it's not a meat substitute. The one that's the meat substitute is the young green. Okay, so I am right now just shredding up some jackfruit, and I'm only using 2 patties, but I'm going to go ahead and use all the jackfruit because really the just I mean the Beyond Burger that we're using really acts as like holding things together. Okay, so we're shredding this up. Where am I from? I'm in New Jersey. How are you doing? Where are you from? I'm trying to make this in under an hour. Shouldn't be too long because the sweet potatoes I'm going to make inside of my pressure cooker. And then once I get this assembled, you know, kind of shredded and ready to go, it should just cook for about 40 minutes or so. You're American? Okay. What part? Are you asking me if I'm American or you're telling me you're American? Okay, so now we're taking Muhammad Javed Iqbal. Okay. Marry me, my dear. If you were listening, I just got finished saying today is my 32nd wedding anniversary. So I'm not going to be able to marry you. Hello, Susan. I'm making vegan ribs. I have some greens, some mixed greens that I already like, collard greens that I already had frozen that I'm just thawing out, and I'm going to make some sweet potatoes. And that's going to be dinner tonight. Hey, CRC, we all look alike. What does it mean we all look alike? Where are you from? Okay, I'm just shredding this. Thank you, OC. I appreciate you. Vegan, you gotta see this. The vegan, I mean the ribs. Well, you are going to see them today. So I'm shredding the king oyster mushroom. And if you don't know what that looks like, this is what it looks like. King oyster mushroom trumpet. That's what it looks like. And it's a very sturdy mushroom. It's good to shred. It's not like the oyster mushroom, which some people get them confused just because of the name oysters involved in it. But one is king oyster, which is a little tougher. Okay, so these are thawed out. And one is oyster. Okay. And I'm just kind of shredding my mushrooms. Make sure you tap the screen. I grew up in New York. Okay, I'm in New Jersey right now. I'm from Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan. You are married. Yes, I am married, Muhammad. 32 years. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Say hello. Let me know you're there. Share it with a friend that you think might want to see it. And if you're not following me, by all means, remember to follow me, because what I do here is I cook vegan food live stream mostly, but I make videos too. you're very interested in seeing vegan food cooked live stream, this is where you would find that, okay? All right. So what I have here is king oyster mushroom all shredded up. I'm going to add that to the bowl of my shredded jackfruit. This is a texture. We want texture. We want texture in this, right? So we mix it together. Now we're not done. Okay. So I don't have enough pepper here. I have a jalapeno and I have a sweet one. I need another sweet one. We need a little onion. And some garlic. And we're going to blend this all together in my hand chopper, okay? Let's see how my greens are doing back here. They're trying to get themselves together. I made my greens a couple weeks ago, but I put them in the freezer for just such a time as this when I'm too tired to make a full vegetable. I just pull them out of my freezer. Thank you for the follow, RCD80, the woman after gods. Yeah, I read that. Ooh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. All the follows, all the taps, all the roses, all the special things. Somebody gave me a cool hand the other day. It was big like that. Yeah, give me one of those. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Had no idea what any of it means, but I was, I'm sure it means something. It helps my paper towel fund. I do know that. How much kids? I have 3 kids. What's the secret to 32 years of marriage? Being friends. Being friends. Because, we started off as friends. Kind of. Friendly, anyway. What's the secret to 32 years of marriage? They want to know.
Honest.
Honest, yeah.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Cookies.
Cookies.
Don't talk about people's belly.
Don't talk about people's belly. YouTube can't see. You gotta angle yourself. Gotta put yourself there so you can. Okay.
I can't tell you in one cookie.
He can't tell you in one cookie.
I need some more cookies for this.
He needs more cookies. So, cookies. No, I think just being friends, because you run in and out. You get in and out. You get mad. And I think, what I think? Commitment. Just understanding that you have committed and that person's your family. So, I think that's it. Can you invite me to Jersey? Is that how you spell Jersey? Okay. I like it. Yeah. Fun. Yeah, we have lots of fun. We've had many adventures. Many adventures.
Stuff. Do fun stuff.
Many adventures.
Do fun stuff.
Do fun stuff.
Man.
We're going to take the hand chopper and blend the veggies that's going to go inside, okay? Yeah, I think doing fun stuff is big. You don't want to just work for bills all the time and be in your house all the time. You want to, you're here to be unforgettable. Okay. Stately. I like it, yeah. You know, don't just, don't be afraid to move to different parts of the country or different countries if you get the opportunity. Travel different places. Definitely, if you can't even do that, eat different foods together. I remember our first wedding anniversary. That was the first, we were in Savannah. That's where we went for our first wedding anniversary. And that was the first time we ever tried Thai food. Up until that point, we had been only eating Chinese food. And we tried Thai food and we was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So by the time we got to our 25 wedding anniversary, we did go to Thailand. And we've been to Thailand twice already. So be adventurous. No reason to be committed to somebody if you're not going to have a good time. All right, I'm going to chop this up. Okay, so let me take that off. So here is the veggies. We did onions, garlic, pepper, hot pepper, and sweet pepper. When you invite something, him, and look like job for me, any king computer operator. When you invite me for a job for me, any king. Yeah. If you're not here, you don't want to be here right now. It's madness for people who are immigrating here. Sadness and madness. And I hope we can get it together. So I have sweet peppers, onions, garlic, hot peppers. The type of eating, I'm looking at a little bit of a glare. Hold on, let's see if I can see it. This type of eating improves your something. What's it say? I can't see that last part because of the glare. Your health, huh? Oh, okay. I think so. I hope so. Packing things with nutrients, plants. Yes, I do believe it improves your health. So when I'm doing barbecue, there's these little every year Aldi sells these little barbecue things like with different flavors inside, and I just kind of get them and put some of that in there. This one is ancho chili. This one is, let's try the one with the ancho chili steak again. I did that one the other day. Let's do it again. Just different little flavors to go inside of your barbecue. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there like that. Little seasoning. Garlic powder and onion powder. I'm not accepting any co-host if I do not know you. Okay, so don't ask. If I know you and you want to come on, absolutely. Thank you for the follow, user 2 something something something. Thank you. All right. So we have the seasonings, we have the onion powder, the garlic powder, we have the chopped up aromatics, we have the jackfruit, and we have the king oyster mushroom, right? Because you want it to be textured. Thank you again for the follow, Dara. I appreciate you. You want it to be textured. That's part of meat ribs have texture. So you want your vegan ribs to have texture too. Otherwise, you're going to do meatloaf. So this is thawed out Beyond Burger, 2 of them, the cookout size. And you don't need more than this because all you're really trying to do is hold everything together, okay? You're just trying to hold it together. He's a troll. You shouldn't respond. I tried blocking him, but I guess it's only from my view. Okay, well, let me see. When you invite me. All right, I'll see if I can, when I get my hands free, I mean, he hasn't said anything. He's just asking to come to New Jersey and can I get a job for him? I can't get a job for him. It's not even safe for, I don't think it's safe for immigrants right now to come here. The things are going very wild. And I don't recommend any immigrants come here. Not brown ones anyway. Maybe the ones from South Africa, they've been accepting the Afrikaans. They can come. Probably Europeans can come. But if you're brown, I don't recommend you try to come here right now. It's just not a safe space. Which is sad to say, but it's true. Okay, so I'm double checking my recipe. Way back. Okay. 350. So that's we're going to put the oven on 350. Because we have to give the jackfruit and the mushrooms time to cook. Okay? So we're going to go ahead, put our mixture on here, flatten it out. And all the veggies. Really are going to give you nutrients and fiber and just be good for you. And eating nutrient-dense meals is so important. You don't have to, it's not a requirement. If you don't want to, you don't have to give up all meat. But you should, I read a study, well, I was presented at a study at a conference that I went to that said we need a variety of 30 different fruits and veggies per week in order to be, to prevent disease. So in this dish alone, we have jackfruit. Thank you for the follow, Jackie. We have jackfruit, we have onion, we have garlic, we have king oyster mushrooms, and I'm not going to count the Beyond Burger. So how many is that? 4 king oyster mushrooms, jackfruit, pepper, pepper, sweet pepper, hot pepper, garlic, onion. And I think that's it. That's six, pretty good. All right, so this is what our ribs are looking like right now. I'm going to flatten them out just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead. Did I start this? Okay, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and flatten them out and put them in the oven. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and score them too with a pizza cutter. If you use more patties, you could maybe get the whole, sheet pan done. But I don't, this is enough for the 3 of us. That's all we're going to need tonight for the 3 of us. That's fine. So I'm going to just score it while it's raw. And I make these from seitan or Beyond Meat. I'm going to cut them here. So we have small ones, bite-sized pieces. And that's enough. That's enough for all of us. With the barbecue sauce in a little bit, okay? And it's on 350. And how long have I been up? I've been up for 26 minutes. So in order for you guys to see this dish tonight, we're going to have to be on longer than an hour. Let me look at my recipe again. Hold on. Yeah, it says for an hour. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. Next thing I need to do, I'm making some sweet potatoes. Firstly, let me go ahead and check on my greens back here because, like I said, these were frozen. My greens were frozen. So I'm not making any greens. I'm just thawing them out gently. Excuse me. And we'll have greens tonight, okay? So they're just back here gently thawing out. I got all these sweet potatoes. Really, I only have 5, not a whole bunch, but it's 5. It's enough for us. They're not huge, but they're enough to make some yams. One time I took sweet potatoes to lunch at my job. And the people were like, I don't eat sweet potatoes outside of Thanksgiving. And I was like, wow, that's strange. But I guess that's why sweet potatoes are considered soul food. Because we eat sweet potatoes all the time. I'm just going to peel them. Don't forget to tap the screen, send me roses. Let me know that you like me being here. And don't forget to follow me if you like watching me cook live stream, vegan food on the live stream. Don't forget to follow me. So we're going to candy these yams. Okay. Hello, welcome in. Grace Montgomery. Andra A. Light. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Shamiza. Hello. PMC, I think Muhammad went away because you called him a troll. You know, every time around this time of year, goes into this big debate between yams and sweet potatoes. You're laughing. And I don't know, you know, I think it's like a debate that is like pointless. Yes, they're yams, they're white, they're different different vegetable, and we should try them. And they're not necessarily what goes into candied yams. Like candied yams is sweet potatoes. But every year this argument kicks up. And every year I think it's silly. Just go on, call them candy yams, call them candy sweet potatoes, whatever. Whatever you want. Yes, yams. They have yams from different countries, like countries in Africa, countries in the Caribbean, and we have sweet potatoes. So it is what it is. Can I get to the yams? I'm trying to make this kind of a low maintenance meal. Sweet potatoes are good. Yes, they are, OC. I'm trying to make this a low maintenance meal. You know, I'm not trying to do too much. And what's going to make it low maintenance is the fact that I have my greens. They were already frozen. They're done. So it's going to feel like I did a lot, but it's actually not going to be a lot. So holler if you hear me though. Right? Let's cut some more. And I only make my sweet potatoes in the pressure cooker now because they come out so beautiful. The flavor just really permeates. You don't have to use too much sugar and fat. You know, you don't have to go crazy because something about that pressure cooker really makes that flavor go through that sweet potato. So it's just so much healthier. You don't have to use all the candying and all that, but you really, really taste the flavor. Trust me, if you have a pressure cooker, I want you to try. You go ahead and put your yam things in, like your seasonings, your syrup and your sugar, brown sugar, whatever, in your butter, but not as much. Like you can use so much less, and just a tad bit of water. We're getting ready to do that now. And baby, these things come out so, so, so good. I tell you the truth. You got to try it. It's healthier for you, and they taste amazing. And I'm not steering you wrong. So this is our pressure cooker liner. And I'm going to make for how long in the pressure cooker? Oh, about 12 minutes. Not very long. I'm getting ready to show you now. So I'm using about a quarter cup of sugar because I don't remember how many potatoes. I had 5. I had 5 potatoes, right? So not too much. Not too much. Then I'm also going to use about the same amount of brown sugar, quarter cup. Not a lot. Saw this lady used a bag of sugar. I'm going to use a little bit of pancake syrup because that's what my mother used. So that's like a tablespoon, tablespoon and a half. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do just a little bit of vegan butter, not much. Maybe, what is that? A tablespoon. Then we have some cinnamon and some nutmeg. So a little cinnamon, maybe teaspoon. Teaspoon of nutmeg. A little bit of vanilla, like maybe a teaspoon. Now you could also use lemon extract here if you wanted to. All right, so we're just gonna put these into there. Okay, this is 5 sweet potatoes chopped up into bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna put them in. Okay, not filled up. It's enough for dinner, but when you get, if you're doing the holidays, you could do, fill it up pretty high. Half a cup of water, that's it. That's it, half a cup of water. And we're going to take the pressure cooker and go ahead and plug it in. Let me see something. I'm going to put all the things that I put in here for how long in the... Okay, I already said that, not bad. So we're going to put it in here. Close this up. Let's see, make sure I got the... Okay, so is it closed? Yes, it's closed. Okay, so we're going to put it on pressure cook high and bring this down to 11 minutes. That's what we're going to, and that's going to make our, that is going to make amazing sweet potatoes. Our greens are still not all the way thawed out. I got them back there cooking pretty gently so they can be done at the same time as everything else. Let's see here. Shirley Masterson at Vegan Soulfully. Yes, Shirley. What were you asking me a question? Okay. All right. So next step. I'm going to mix two barbecue sauces together. And we're going to paint them. We're going to paint our ribs, okay? So I missed the, you see I got the board. Because this, I bought this one is pretty loose. So it's been doing little crazy things to me because it's just looser than what I'm used to it being thick like that. But that particular brand I bought, I don't know where I got it from. Seems like I got it in a pinch and it's just been loose and doing little crazy stuff like that. But let me just wash it off. So we're going to have a full soul food plate tonight without me. And the benefit of freezing is so that you can have that. And also pressure cooking, right? And I have a pressure cooking class. I'm going to put it in the description on YouTube. If you're interested in learning how to cook with your pressure cooker and your air fryer, I do have an online class doing that. And it's a lot less moving around the kitchen because everything, when I do record those classes, everything is measured out ahead of time, so it goes really fast. And they're not like hour-long classes. They're more like 6 or 7 minute videos. All right, each video, but you get a bunch of them. All right, so my greens are still back here trying to thaw out, which is fine. Let's see how this is doing. My ribs. We're just going to take them out for a minute and kind of paint them. Okay, while they're cooking, we're putting the bake. Some people put the barbecue sauce in the dish, but I don't. Put it on top. It's optional. And gotta try to keep it on the food, because the longer you cook the barbecue sauce, it can start to caramelize and really start to stick and all that. So try to keep it, try to be as neat as you can and keep it on the food. I'm gonna show you a close-up in a minute. Let me finish this. And I will turn this over after a while so both sides get barbecue. Okay. So let me show you. Give you a close-up so you can see what's going on here. So that is the vegan ribs. Get ready to put them back in the oven, let them cook, let that barbecue sauce caramelize. I want to show you guys. There you go. That's the vegan ribs. We're going to put them back in the oven, let them caramelize, and we'll just keep that process going, okay? All right, so I'm going to pop these in. And let's see what's going on with our greens. They're trying to find their way. Let me get a lid. See if I have a lid. Yeah. Go ahead and put the lid on. Now, I made this juice the other day. I drank some of it, but not all of it. So I'm going to have a little juice. Got pretty thick, so it's almost like a smoothie now. Okay. That is delicious. Let me try to put everything back. All right. Okay. Let's see how much of this meal we can get done. We've been on for 45 minutes. I usually like to be off in an hour. So you guys let me know. Should I end it and show you the final plate, or should we push forward for 15 minutes? So here's what we're doing. I don't have any fancy music, but I can do some question and answer. Final plate, please. Okay, so we're gonna wait to the final plate. Any questions that I can answer for you? I have 4 recipe guides for sale. That means that's a lot of vegan soul food recipes. And you have me just sitting here drinking a smoothie. So if you have any questions about anything you've tried, now would be a good time to ask. We already went over what's it like to be married for 30 years? What keeps, because today is my 32nd wedding anniversary. For anyone who wasn't here for that, my husband came on and talked about what it takes to stay married for 32 years. Commitment, fun, trying new things, being friends, all that. Knowing that whatever can happen to a person can happen to a marriage. So, what I mean by that is if a person is depressed, then a marriage can suffer depression. If a person is angry, then a marriage can be angry. If a person is happy, you know? So, really important that while you're in your marriage, you work on yourself. That doesn't mean be selfish. It means self-care, self-improvement, self-discovery. And it will help you to be able to stay married longer. See a lot of people on the internet, young people, who don't seem to have any faith in relationships anymore. And that's sad. I think it's personally, I think it has something to do with like rap music. And just even the new R&B, because it's like the music, in my opinion, and you can get mad and say it's not true or whatever. In my opinion, the music doesn't give you anything to believe in anymore. Like, for instance, some of the rap music that you listen to nowadays, it doesn't really have a story. What it really does is tell you about the debaucherous life of the rapper. So every musician, from R&B to rapper to country and all of that, there's like a little underbelly of things that happen in their buses and their hotels or whatever. There's all kinds of little things that happen. Back in the day, those people used to sing about things that we, love and togetherness and believing and all this kind of stuff, and then do those kind of things on their bus, and we didn't know about it. Now, the rap music and the R&B music is all about the kind of stuff that happens on their bus and their hotels. And so it's not conducive for relationship. It doesn't make people feel safe, or that they can be safe in relationships, that they can be vulnerable, and that they can join with another person. So, You have to be careful of the art that you take in. If you agree with me, tap the screen. Or if you even know what I'm talking about, give me a tap. If you disagree, you can let me know. This juice is so good. It's like carrot and crabapple, pear, and something else. I made it a couple days ago. I don't remember. But it's really good. I stored it in a glass jar. Mm-hmm. Let's see. How long has it been? I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Because I don't think it hurt it. So this is what they're looking like. Not nearly ready. And turned them up. They were on 350. And turned them up to 400. And so everything's kind of going. I usually don't like to be on for more than an hour, but it looks like today we're going to be on for more than an hour if we're doing a final plate. So this is what the greens, this is what we're looking like for the greens, right? I had these frozen, and because I made them a few days ago, I had them frozen. I still have another bag. I made a huge amount. So I froze 2 containers, and this is going to be tonight's dinner. And we'll have some more another time. So it's a good thing to freeze. We'll be making good food and then throwing it out. Pull it out, put it in the freezer. You can have it later. Even if it's just like a little piece of lasagna you made, it was really good. I freeze that and eat it later. These greens taste good. That's how you save money, eat more nutritious. You know, if you cook at home, no matter what it is, even if it's not, you don't have to be vegan, but if you cook at home, you're going to be more healthier than if you eat out. You just have more control over what you're putting in your mouth, the portion sizes. You know what's in it. So if you cook at home, I like to eat out. Don't get me wrong, I eat out. But I like to cook at home as well, and you just are healthier if you cook at home. Yeah, you feel me? Air. I like how that name, Air. You feel me? Yeah. Cooking at home is good for you. I mean, I ate out today. We went to breakfast. There's a little place that has vegan breakfast, and we went out for our anniversary to have a little breakfast. So I do eat out, but I think eating at home is just going to be healthier. Cheaper if you're doing a lot of DoorDash. You know what I used to do? My daughter does a lot of DoorDash. But when I was, yeah, it tastes better as well. You're right, PMC. When I lived in Atlanta, my daughter was young. She was just discovering DoorDash, so she had her little DoorDash app. She would try to say, let's go and eat DoorDash. So I would go through the app, try to order stuff. When I got down to the final price, every time I would grab my keys because I was like, ain't no way. I'm not going to be able to do it. I can't spend all these extra fees. I don't know what all these fees are. I can't do it. Let me just get my keys and go pick it up myself. So I'm not big on order DoorDash now. My daughter, she was here and I braided her hair. I put extensions in her hair like I used to do when she was a little girl. And she did a lot of DoorDash that weekend because I was, I couldn't cook. And that was cool, but I don't like it. I don't recommend it. It's too much money. My sweet potatoes are in my pressure cooker over there. You guys can't see the pressure cooker, but we'll see the final results soon. It says 3 more minutes at pressure, which would probably be more like 7 more minutes until it's done. All right, let's see what's going on here. Still not much. See those? They are taking their time. Let's see. Because this should be caramelized, So the Beyond Burger itself is probably getting done, but we need to caramelize the actual rib, so it's taking a little bit of time. And the mushrooms are going to release juice, and so is the jackfruit, so all of that has to kind of cook out. I'm just drinking some juice that I made the other day. All right. All right. All right. I don't know, guys. We're going to be waiting forever for these ribs. I'm making vegan ribs today, although it looks like I'm doing nothing but standing here, waiting for what's in the oven. Got some greens. They are about done. These greens were frozen already, and they're ready now. They're completely thawed out. Been letting them sit back there on low. Now, do you hear that beeping? This guy right here is beeping. Sorry, I gotta move you out of the way. So, I know what to do. Okay. So, as you can see, my pressure cooker, everybody can see the pressure cooker, right? Mine is so beat up, but it still works, okay? It's very beat up. And it's beat up because I use it so much. I use it quite a lot. Don't look at the stuff in my don't look at that stuff down there. That's my my stuff in the kitchen. But yeah, we can push this down. See, mine is beat up. I don't even have that thing anymore. So I gotta just let it release. I gotta get a new one. I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's time. So you can a lot of times push that right there. There it is. And let the steam release on its own. I mean, not on its own. You're forcing the steam to release. Can you see that? Forcing the steam to release there. Or if you didn't do that, you could just let it sit there on its own. But I'm forcing it to release because I want you guys to be able to see what's in here. If you let it go on its own, it's about 7 minutes on its own. But when you force it, it's just like a minute or so. Okay? You can still see the steam. See that steam? You still see the steam. All right, but it's going, you see how it's like going less and less and less. There's a pin right here. See this pin? Oh, now it just went down. When that pin goes down, that means that lid is able to be twisted off. If it stays up, that means the lid is locked. Let me show you the pin. Uh-oh. All right. Turn you on. Whoop. Okay, see this pin right here? This is at the top of the pressure cooker. When it's down, that means the lid can be open. If it's up, the lid cannot be open. This is broken, so don't look at that. It's supposed to be a nice little thing there, but mine's been broken for a minute. Because I use my pressure cooker, okay? I use it a lot. Turn it over. See my dirty stove? I'm cooking. All right. So we have our yams in here. And I wish you could taste them, right? They smell good. They're nice and soft. They're not overly buttered or sugared or all of that, but the flavor runs through here. So something about the pressure cooker makes the flavor run through. I'm letting it cool down. I'm going to taste it. Okay. It's so good. I don't know how to describe it to you, but it really does. It might not look like it, but it has all the same flavor as like a really candied yam, and you're using so much less fat, sugar, salt, and all of that. Mm. Ooh. Mm. Well, the greens are ready. Mm-mm. Sorry. The greens are ready. The yams are ready. Now, I'm just waiting on the ribs. Let's see if they look any better. You turn the heat up. So that's what they're looking like. And no, they are not ready. I am going to flip them. Because you need barbecue sauce on both sides. right. This is when the process starts getting a little messy because that caramelization of the barbecue sauce is definitely going to start making things stick a little bit. But there's no getting around it. You gotta do it. Let's see if I can flip this. See those ribs? See if that'll hold. Okay, I'm trying to hold you. But it's not. It's not gonna hold. Okay, there we go. So let me just go ahead and get to work. Keep working. I'm flipping the ribs over. And this has jackfruit, king oyster mushrooms. That gives it the fiber and what you want. You want the texture. And what's holding it together is Beyond Meat. 2 patties of Beyond Meat. 2 Beyond Meat patties. All right, so this is on one side, and it needs to be brushed with sauce and then cooked on this side. A little bit more. Barbecue sauce. And I have the oven up to 400 now. So I can get the caramelization to happen faster. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put it back in the oven. Uh-oh. I lost a little rib. Let's taste it. Mmm. Woo! Mmm. I'm sorry. Hold on. Got you seeing my dirty cooked on. Oh my God, that's so good. So good. All right, so what we're gonna do is unplug this. I'm gonna make some hibiscus tea for dinner. And I just heat it up in my kettle. Plug the kettle in. And these are my hibiscus flowers. You don't need that much. I'm just using these 2 tea scoops. And they stay closed around the flowers. So just bring it, close it around the flowers. You take a little bit out. And this is enough for the whole picture. So this one closed with the hibiscus inside. And another one. I'm going to open that up. And we'll close it and make sure the hibiscus is inside of there. And it makes a very pretty red tea. Almost like, it looks like Kool-Aid, but it's so much better for you because hibiscus is good for your joints. It's good for your blood pressure. It's just, it has a lot of vitamin C, you know, for if you're sick. So that's what we're going to do. Have some hibiscus tea. And I'm going to use a scoop of sugar for the whole thing, right? I don't know if I'm using the right amount or not because my husband usually makes the tea. So I'm making it. And I hope I'm doing it right. I don't feel like squeezing any lime. Do you add ginger? Yeah, I was going to say I could add ginger and lime. I don't feel like squeezing any lime, so I'm using my husband's, this stuff. You can add ginger, lime, sugar, and it makes it like a sorrel. But I'm just using lemon juice, sugar, and the tea. And I don't usually use that lemon jar stuff, but I had it and I'm tired and I'm like, whatever. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Okay, the greens are ready. The ribs tasted amazing. They're actually done. I just want them a little bit more caramelized, but that little piece that fell off that I tasted was divine. It's time to eat. I'm hungry. It's good. Can I join? No, I'm sorry, you can't. Not this time. Oh, you want to join? Let's see. Who are you? Fruity Frezzler. No, I don't know you, Fruity Frezzler. Let's see. Let me look at you. Let me look at your profile. No, not today. Sorry, not today. You don't have enough people. I mean, you don't have enough followers and stuff. And you know, and I one time, a long time ago, before I knew that much about live streaming, I let a young lady join me on live stream, and I was talking to her, having a good time, blah, blah, blah. And so then we let another person join, and he got on there and did something very disgusting. So now I don't let people join that I don't know. Wow, pork dinner is going to be a W tonight. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that. A winner? Oh, is that what it means? A W? And it's not pork dinner. It's vegan. Yes, we love sorrel. I make it around the holidays. Oh, you make it around the holidays. We drink it all year long because, you know, for health purposes. So we drink it a lot. Club soda or sorrel tea. All different kinds of teas. So I'm just going to pour the hot water in there. And like I said, my husband, this is usually his job, so I hope that I haven't made it too sweet. Not sweet enough we can remedy. Too sweet is a problem. And I hope I didn't do that. So I'm going to put a little piece here. just to steep it. I don't know if this is big enough. Yeah, steep it. And that'll just make your tea be stronger, you know, if you steep it a little bit. Okay, so you can see I'm steeping it. OC, win, yes. Yeah. Yeah, these are not. Let's see what time we got. How long have we been on here? Wow, 76 minutes. That's long for me. I'm going to have to make chapters for the replay. I hope today's carne asada is, for me, going to be good. Are you making carne asada? Okay. Just going to brush it a little bit. Try to speed the process along. It's actually done. What I think I'm going to do, just to speed the process along, is I'm going to put it on broil. Just to caramelize it. Because it is done. So let's take it off of bake, cancel, and put it on broil and start. We'll put it on broil for a few minutes. Yeah, we drink it hot too. Yeah, I drink it. I definitely drink it hot. Usually when my husband brings me mine is hot. Like I drink it hot. But they put a little ice in theirs. And can you see it's starting to become pink red? It's going to turn out more red than this. So that's what hibiscus tea comes out to. And then, you know, if you go to Mexican restaurants and you order the agua fresca and they say they have Jamaica, it's spelled Jamaica, but they call it Jamaica. It's this. It's the hibiscus tea. So when you go to a Mexican restaurant, if you order the Jamaica, it's hibiscus tea. They also, it's spelled Jamaica. They call it Jamaica. Yeah, this is still not, it hasn't made its full color yet. It's just coming together, but it's going to be a lot more red than that. Yeah, you have to try it. Super easy to get the flowers, and it's super easy to enjoy, and it doesn't taste bad. You know how sometimes you get these herbal drinks and they're good for you, but they are like, now this one actually tastes like Kool-Aid, which is nice. It looks like Kool-Aid, it tastes like Kool-Aid, but it's medicinal hibiscus. Comes from the hibiscus flower. I fear I may have put too much sugar in it, but I don't know. Hope not. All right. So we're going to let that sit. And I'm going to start getting the rest of my dinner together. I'm going to try to plate it up. So remember I did the sweet potatoes in the pressure cooker for just 12 minutes. They may appear like when you see them, you might think, I want you to try this recipe. I really want you to try it because you can use a lot less sugar and brown sugar and butter in this. But that pressure cooker makes it just permeate the sweet potato. And it really does taste like you really just went in there and just soaked it, cooked it for hours. But it's 12 minutes in the pressure cooker. So if you have a pressure cooker, or instant pot, whatever you call it, try it. So we're going to put some greens in there. These were frozen. I didn't make these today. I just thawed them out. When you make something good, do yourself a favor. Freeze it. Because it will be good to you. Good for you again. All right. You're going to try it, PMC? Yeah, try it. And let me know. Come back to this video because it'll be still up and let me know what you thought. Because I guarantee you, when you make it like this, you're never going to want it the other way around. Again, I don't. When I figured this out, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm done. What am I breaking my neck for? You know what I mean? And then, my mother, she would take her, steam them, and then skin them, and then put them in boiling candied, which is cool, but the flavor is exactly the same. You just don't get the stickiness, which I don't need the stickiness. But if you really want the stickiness, then this might be a deal breaker. But I just want a good flavor. All right, so this is my my ribs, and they're still not as caramelized as I would like them to be. So I'm going to give them just a few more minutes. We're on 82 minutes. Wow. I'm usually more like a 52-minute girl. But here so that means we're like an hour and a half almost. So we're just going to give it a few more minutes. Someone sent me a rose. Moni Love sent me a rose. Thank you. And a heart. Me. Thank you so much. Moni Rose. Oh, that's my sister. Thank you, Moni Love. She always remembers me, my sister. So you guys go ahead and follow her and send me some roses and some hearts and stuff. Follow her lead and follow her. I was sure. I've only used my pressure cooker for beans. Yeah, I use it for everything. Greens, beans, sweet potatoes. I make my own pasta sauce. Thank you, Momo. Everything. That pressure cooker really, nice soups. It really saves you because, if you come in late, you're doing something, but you want to feel like you got, you cooked it all day or if stuff has nutrients, that pressure cooker. That's why mine is super raggedy. Congrats. Oh, I got a donut, a lit up donut. Look at that. Look at all those. Thank you. Tap the screen, and send me donuts and roses and hearts. Thank you, guys. See, I'm tired. I've been on here an hour and a half. I'm usually 1 hour. Thank you for the taps. Ooh, did you hear that? Heard some noise. That's nice. Did you hear it? I always forget to ask, but that was exciting. Okay. Oh, Moni Love just tap something, your fan club. Oh, she sent me that for my anniversary. Yeah. So today is my 32nd wedding anniversary. So follow Moni Love and go ahead and send me some taps and some gifts. right? There we go. These are ready. I might put them in a little bit longer, but here you go. Vegan ribs getting that caramelization. This is enough for me to try some out for you guys. I think I'm going to put them back in for a couple more seconds for the family. Okay, so here is dinner. Okay, and it was an hour and a half today. Let's see, I need to try that. I'm used to doing everything on the stovetop. Yeah, you know, I used to PMC. I also used to have a stovetop pressure cooker, which I love that one, and I didn't think that I needed the Instant Pot at all. And then I don't know what, oh, my fryer broke, and so I said, well, let me get another appliance, and I got the Instant Pot. And I really haven't used my stovetop pressure cooker since then, because the Instant Pot has a timer, and you can set it and walk away, forget it, you come back, your food is done. I just love it. Like I said, I have a class. I'm going to put it in the description if you're interested in seeing how to use it and the different ways that I use it in different recipes, all the recipe cards and how I make it. Let's enjoy. Mmm. Mmm. These ribs are hot. Thank you. Mmm. Mm-hmm. So good soul food dinner, and it only took me an hour and a half because I had my greens already frozen. Sweet potatoes in the pressure cooker. Only thing that took a while is the ribs. Okay. And of course, hibiscus tea. I think it's supposed to be redder than that. Took over my husband's job. Anyway, oh, it's starting to come together. I see it. There it is. Starting to come together. And you could drink this warm or put some ice cubes in it and drink it cold. Okay, I will see you guys later. I will put chapters in here, and I'll see you later.